What's up, guys? It's your girl, Divine Ambassador, and I'm here with a quick message. This message is not for everybody, okay? But you will know if this message is for you because you're going to be able to relate, right? Okay, so I had this dream back in 2021. God is just now bringing this dream to me and telling me, okay, this is the season, right? So in the dream, there was a ball. Now, this ball, if you know Super Mario, it was the ball with the spikes on it. That's the best way I can describe it. So this was the spikes. And the spikes represented everything that, all the trials and tribulations that we overcame, right? And as the ball was coming down, it was covered in blood. It was covered in blood. The blood represents Jesus. Jesus is the blood. And it was vibrant red. It was the blood. So as the ball was coming down, it was cars in traffic. This one car, the car was red. But it wasn't a regular car. The car had a catapult on it. If you know what a catapult is something that they used back then to accelerate bombs to the enemy, right? So you catapult it, boom, it goes all the way over. So this one car had a catapult. As the ball was coming down, the ball was going into this catapult. Everybody was stuck in traffic. All these cars, I remember it was traffic. It was stuck, like where you can't move. It was like New York City traffic. And as the ball landed, it went past everything, right? So this is what I'm saying. God is getting ready to catapult you. If not already, he is already catapulting you. One thing about God moves outside the time. We as human beings have our limits, and we set plans, we set goals. That's why it's so hard to set goals, because God moves outside the time. You can say, oh, I'm doing this tomorrow. God say, no, you're doing this now. You can have a plan to do something next month, but God can make it happen now. That's the thing. God moves outside of time. God is saying, now you praying and preparing. You're praying for preparation, but God is saying it's time for you to become. You need to be praying for God to help you to become that person, not to prepare. It's time to become. God is getting ready to move, and you need to be ready. And you know this. God has been already speaking to you. God is getting ready to catapult you. What is catapult? Catapult symbolism, I looked it up. It is a sudden dramatic change, advancement, or forceful projection into a new state or situation. God is getting ready to catapult you. I don't know what area in, but you know what it is. You probably don't even know. But God knows. He's getting ready to move. Just like that bamboo. Bamboo takes 5 years before you see anything even sprout in the natural. It's underneath growing, all the roots. It takes 5 years before you see it. Just like unlike any other plant. 5 years before you're able to see anything sprout up. But when it sprout up, but when that bamboo gets to sprouting, baby, it advances so high. You gotta come and take it down, and it keeps growing, it keeps growing, it keeps growing. The bamboo after 6 weeks look like a tree that's been planted for forever. The bamboo just started. That's what God's getting ready to do for you. You are being catapulted. You need to prepare. No. You need to become. You have to become right now. You have to listen, just like Joseph. When Joseph was going through all that, and this is the thing, this is not for everybody. You done been through some stuff. You've been pushed to the side. You've been rejected. You've been overlooked. You've been beaten in the spirit, but kept going, kept pursuing Jesus. A lot of people gave up. You've been consistent with Jesus. God is getting ready to catapult you, just like how he did for Joseph. Just like how he did for Joseph. Joseph went through all of that. All his life. He was underneath rooting. He was in the roots, just like how the bamboos is. He was underneath the roots. But when that time came, exalted, catapulted, God is getting ready to catapult you. Become. Even me, I have to tell myself, no, become. But the thing about it, God's not doing this for you. Just like how the Israelites, when he rescued them into the promised land, he's not doing this for you. He's doing it for him. It's for him. It's a promise that he made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's promise is due to you. You just was being consistent, but God's not doing it for your righteousness because you're righteous. You're human. God's doing it for his glory, for him, because he know them people not gonna know. They gonna know for sure. Oh, this is God. There has to be a God. There's no way. Huh? Her? And you steady asking yourself, me? God's been showing you some stuff that he's gonna bring to pass in your life. And you're like, me? Yes, you. And that's the same thing that the people gonna say. And this, guess who gonna get the glory? Jesus. It's gonna be for him. But one thing about it, just like how Deuteronomy. Don't forget the Lord. Do not forget his promises and everything that he told you in Deuteronomy. You're getting ready to step into that promised land, okay? And you're going to have to remember everything that God's brought you through. Who he is. God needs you not to forget him. You need to always go back and reference Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy, it keeps you in everything that you need to know in this land that you're going. Because you're going. Whether you're ready or not. That's why I'm saying, like, you have to become. You have to, babes. Like, and I'm so serious. Like, you're about to see. You're about to see, and you already know, because God's been already telling you. But you've been like, oh, I can't. You can't fathom it. But this ain't the time to be, oh, prepare me. No, it's time to become. I pray that this word bless who it needs to bless, because I know it sure blessed me. So, y'all stay tuned and be prepared. Be prepared. Not no more prepare. Become. I keep saying prepare. That's where God corrected me at. Become. What does this? How do they walk in the promised land? How do they talk in the promised land? You need to become. Yep. God's gonna help you. All right, y'all have a good one.